A game of musical chairs is often the analogy that people use.
Why?
Well, because if each house is a chair, things working the way that they do, the people that get those chairs are going to be people that have more money and resources, and the people that aren't going to be left with chairs are going to be people without.
In spite of the fact that they're ready to buy, the renting generation is facing skyrocketing prices, short supply, and fierce competition, as first-time home buyers are making up the smallest share of the market ever recorded. Let's crack open the egg as to what's happening when it comes to this phenomenon of corporations buying in large amounts. In many cases, sometimes 40% of the houses in a city are being bought up by corporations, and then they're being turned into renting properties.
Yeah, that's right. And what I always say to people who are really worried about the Wall Street investors is the best possible way to make them go away would be to accelerate the production of new single-family houses, because if you read their earnings reports, they're saying, well, this is going to be a really great investment because of underproduction of single-family houses will make this a valuable and scarce asset in this area. When you don't produce enough housing, then all of these potentially bad things happen. You have all these second-order effects.
So it seems like it's like a domino effect, right?
Right.
When there's a shortage of supply. Why is supply, or the limited amount of supply, why is that such a big issue?
So we're just decades behind catching up to the level of demand that now exists. There's a bunch of different reasons, but the biggest one that I would point to, the rules that govern what you can build where have gotten stricter. It's just one rule after another, and very often the rules say you can't build it, and then, okay, so you try to get it changed, and then you have a big political fight. You try to get it changed. So just take that and then multiply it around the entire country.
You mentioned supply time and time again, and that does make sense to me, that it would be a solution to this grand problem. But where is there hope? A supply issue is very much long-term. What does the future look like to you?
I think we just need to do a whole lot more to expand opportunities for home ownership, and that may require the government getting involved in ways that it hasn't up until now. There are various programs, but I think we're going to need things that are more aggressive than that.
Right.
So I think the politics are shifting, actually, and you can see it in some of the election results. Like we talked about before, it's going to take a while for that to translate into results on the ground. I think it's coming.